Okay, guys, so I have another tip for you guys. So we're talking about passion. And I know my friends are getting annoyed at me, but they love me, so they're not going to throw me in the water. Um, no, but it's true. But you raise a really great point, Victor, in terms of passion. I think you're so right. I think a lot of people are searching for that answer on passion in terms of, everybody keeps saying, find your passion, do what you're passionate about. But you raised a
Wow.
very interesting point about passion. And what was that? What were you saying on passion? Is it's
There,
Remind me.
there are people who could be searching for passion and they're miles away from what their true passion really is. And then there are other people who are in the same, like I could say, in the same stadium, but you're just in the wrong seat. You might not be in the box seats where you need to be, or you may be behind the pitcher, but that's not where your correct seat is. So you're close, you're in the vicinity. So it's recognizing whether you're in the right stadium, whether your passion is in the stadium, or if you're not even in the right country. You know what I mean? So first it takes to
as
recognize.
Oprah would say, that's a woo woo woo.
You gotta
That's a
recognize.
tweetable, folks. That's a tweetable. Are you in the right stadium? And if you're in the stadium, you may not be in the right seat. So all you have to do is explore.
Yeah, exactly.
Explore.
Step out your comfort zone.
Yes, I love that.
Go up to the rich area, the box seats. You
Go
may be
up.
intimidated to go explore there, but you just gotta check. You're like, maybe this is where I belong.
Yes.
Or if you're in the box seats, you're like, I don't really want to go in the nosebleeds. But maybe that's where your tribe is. That's
Yeah.
your peeps.
Yeah, and maybe that's where you start.
At
Right?
least.
So what about that whole piece on finding yourself and like knowing who you are? Does that play a role in finding your passion, or is it on the quest of discovering who you are you find your passion, or vice versa?
You have to set out on a quest. Like, you have to recognize that it's a journey. It's not just about asking your mom what you used to like when you were a child. Like, sometimes it is connecting with the people, places, things that remind you most of that core of who you are. And you find that you get little hints, little signs. You have to just listen. I always say to people, it's all about listening to what emotions you evoke based on certain stimuli, whether it's people or places or food or jobs. Just listen to what emotion comes up for you.
How you respond to
And
it?
take note of that.
Right.
Because sometimes we're so not present, you don't even know. Like I was saying with my example, you're just going through the motions and not allowing yourself to truly feel all the things. Feel the things.
Feel the things, people. Feel the feels. The feels are important. Do not overlook them. Anything else over there, guys? Are we good?
And then have lots of M&Ms.
Have lots of M&Ms. Have lots of M&Ms, guys.
Helps.
And color. And feel the emotion and honor them. And don't be afraid to investigate what it's telling you, because at the end of that particular emotion might be a rainbow just waiting to be discovered. So your passion, so I guess the wrap up is that we don't have a one straight answer. It's not a one box, one size fits all.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So
Listen.
so just
For
explore.
me, it's listening.
Listen.
Find passion.
So
Listen
listen.
to yourself and to your gut.
Listen to yourself, listen to your gut.
And you never deny. You never deny your intuition, or you don't have to explain your intuition.
I think that's powerful.
You shouldn't have to
You shouldn't
explain
have to
it.
explain
I like that.
because you don't owe anybody anything.
Yes. Accept yourself.
except
You owe
yourself.
you.
Right.
Owe yourself.
And then sometimes you allow that to affect that gut. Gut, listening, intuition is all the same thing. But if you're constantly thinking about how what others are going to feel about what you know is right, then you second guess that gut, that listening to that intuition. So that's what I mean by don't feel like you have to explain.
Just honor what comes up for you, and that's also a sign of trusting yourself, trusting who you are, and giving yourself a voice. I always say when we don't listen to our gut, it's an act of violence against self, because you're denying yourself You're denying yourself the privilege of listening to what your gut is saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna knock on it too.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys. That was awesome.
So if we drop, he's gonna get it.
He also
Signing
He will
off.
win the game. He will win the game.